Hi, my name is Tim Ganger, and I want to just take a minute to tell you a little bit about something that's coming to London. It's something called World Hope Bible Institute. We'll just call it WHBI. And in essence, what it is a pastoral ministry leader training program that is coming here for the specific purpose to train up pastors, ministry leaders, those interested in engaging in their church leadership as well as church ministry for the good of the gospel. It's a fantastic program that's from the United States, but it's actually done worldwide. And I've actually had the privilege of being an instructor for them in places like Nepal as well as Ecuador. And the good news is that this institute is actually coming here. And just to explain a little bit more about what WHBI is, it's helpful to kind of have an illustration. And so if you can imagine with me a V. And in this V, we kind of have a couple different layers of things. So the top layer up here is your conferences. And conferences are great. They're able to accommodate a huge number of people, but you're also able to get some good information about a broad range of subjects. But just like this picture, it's very broad, you can also see it's not very deep. And that's the nature of conferences. They serve an important purpose, but they don't always serve the purpose that you ultimately need them to. And then down here at the bottom, we have things like a Bible degree. We have things like a master's degree. We might have a PhD. And then these things also, in terms of training, are really important. It's really important to have people that have Bible degrees or master's degrees or PhDs. We need people who have thought really hard and long about theological issues. What do they mean? How do we understand these things? It's vitally important. But just like our pyramid, our inverted pyramid here shows, is that the number of people who we need for this isn't real big. But as you can see, we have this big gap in the middle. Well, what do we do when we go to a conference, but it doesn't give us all the information we need, but we also don't have the time, the ability, the finances to go get a bachelor's degree or a master's degree or a PhD? What if we're bivocational? What if we feel this calling from God and yet these things all seem out of reach for any number of reasons? Well, I think WHBI is the thing that we are actually been looking for. What WHBI does is WHBI comes in and fills the gap. In essence, WHBI takes about 3 years of seminary education and converts that into 1 year's worth of education. And the way that it does that is it takes all the issues that you would experience in going to any good Bible college, any good seminary, and instead of taking this full continuum where we have all the edges, it takes and cuts out those edges so we just get what's most important. And by getting what's most important doesn't prohibit us from learning about these things, but it does get us the things that we most need in our churches. And we want to make this as accessible as possible. So WHBI is 100% free. One of the greatest barriers of doing these things is the cost. It costs so much money to go and get your degree. So WHBI is free. There's no cost to you. We provide all the materials as well as the instructors. We also have it as entirely accessible. It's in London. It's on a Saturday. So if you are working a marketplace job, this is a place that you can come. If you are a pastor, a ministry trainee, a leader in your church, a Bible study leader, a worship leader, we're providing this on a Saturday so that it's accessible to you. You can hop on a train, you can hop on a bus, and you can be here to receive the training that you need. But most importantly, it's not just free, it's not just that it's accessible, is that this is biblical. All that we do at WHBI is all based on the words of Scripture. Everything that we say, everything we do is involving the Bible opened up in front of you as we work through what does God say about this. And because of these things, it allows WHBI to fill the need that we feel every day here in London. We feel this difficulty between knowing that we need training that we can't fully get here, but knowing that because of a number of barriers, we also can't go here. What we need is something in the middle. And WHBI is the exact thing that I believe will help to change churches, change the gospel being expressed here in London. As we grow in our theology together, it grows in our Orthodox practice. And as we're practicing and living out the gospel together, we're able to see churches change. We're able to see community change. We're ultimately able to see people come to know the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. My hope is that this program will be a means for us to raise up a new generation of leaders, of pastors, of ministry engagers in their community to share the good news of the gospel, to make disciples, to live out the Great Commission. I hope to hear from you and love to see you there. Thanks so much.